What's up, guys? I just wanted to shoot this video real quick because I was inspired by Alex Fain, who just released a whole badass video on how to do long live sets in Maschine. And I've been doing this for a little bit, and I'm about to release some stuff. And I had kind of come across some of the same things he was saying, and I wanted to show some new stuff because he was saying that, like, one of his deals is he'll take the group and put a whole song on the group, right? So here we have all the tracks in the one song are on the group, right? So if we play, kick, right? And so he was talking about when he transitions from one group to another, he ends up doing part of the system here. So let's do this, right? And then he'll go over to group B and fire off one of these guys. And then he goes over to the mixer, and at the group level, you can take down the group, mix in the new group, pull down the old group, and then he does a bunch of effects in the middle, right? But what I do is I actually route. Stop playing. What I do is I actually route both of these groups to different subgroups, right? So I have another group over here called DJFX, and DJFX has a chain of effects on it. This is beat delay, this is reverb, this is standard EQ, and that's a filter, right? And there's one for group A, and there's one for group B. This is my microphone. And so what happens is things from this group here get routed into group A. So if you look at the settings, it goes to the destination doesn't go to a group, it doesn't go to master, it goes to A2S9, right? Which A2S9 is right here. And that's the beat delay, and that's the reverb. And so it makes this chain like this through all the stuff. And so, like, for instance, I wanted a DJ filter, or a DJ EQ, right? So I wanted to be able to EQ out the different frequencies on the track that was coming in. So the group goes into here, and then it comes out into the master. And so if you look at this pad right here, where's my sound? Look at this pad right here, browser, plug in, here we go. There's an EQ on here, right? So we have low frequency, low mid, mid, high, and high. And I can adjust, so if I'm playing this, I can go in on this EQ and take this fucking, I'm playing the wrong one, hold on. Routes through there, and then when I go into here, I can adjust. Oh, that's the frequency, that's why it's the gain. Alright, so now I can EQ it out, just like if you were to put the EQ on the group one, you're just routing it into here, right? Same thing with the filter. I have a filter who does, there's a cutoff right here, right? So if I'm playing So instead of dealing with all of these, I just made macros for everything. So at the group level, I will go at this group level, I look at the group and I look at the macros. And so what I have here is I have deck A, low EQ, deck A, low mid EQ, high mid EQ, high EQ, A filter, A level, B level, B filter, right? So I can do things like this where I go over here, make sure that the pattern is playing for that one, and make sure this one is playing for that one. So if I play them both, level here, I can take, see, deck B filter is all the way down, right? And deck B level is all the way down. Deck A level is up at 10 dB. It gets compressed later, so that's why it's not at 0. But I can take this all the way down and pull it out, right? And at the same time, let's put it back up here. Here we go. So I can do this at the same time. I'm holding the microphone, but basically, I start with deck A, pull it out, and then put the other one back in. Crappy transition, but you understand what's going on here. So I have not only the filters, but I also have the levels for each deck, and I have the mid-high EQ. I got a second page of macros that does the other way around. So there's the filter and the level for A, and then all the stuff for B, and then I put this transition, essential transitions, which is just the filters right here. So I can go, pull this down, pull this up, pull this down, up, and you get the idea, right? So what's cool about that is now that I have it all bust out there, the group A goes into this filter set, and then group B goes into this effects chain, right? And if you have an external MIDI controller, you can plug it into the back end of the Maschine Plus and map it to the effects itself, so you can do shit like this, right? You start playing the song. Let's start with A. So you have this the old Tractor Z1. This is mapped to the level. This is mapped to the filter. This is mapped low, mid, high EQ. Right? B's over here. Over here. You can't hear it because it's not on. And then, so I'm over here in A, and I'm screwing around, and I'm like, okay, dun, dun. And then I want to make my transition to the drop, so I'll go. Going. And we have a macro here, obviously, for massive, and then put the kick out a little bit. And make the rags go shorter. Shakers going on. Pull out this little thing here. Now we just have the shakers and this stupid percussion here. Pull the bass drum or the tom out. Now we're ready to transition, right? then I go over here, and I go. Shitty transition. I got a mic in my other hand, sorry. And that moves into B, and then I can go over to B. Oops. Start building that up, right? Right. So you get the point, right? So routing the A and B, I actually have C, E, like all the even number ones. I have them routed to the DJFX-A, and then I have these routed to DJFX-B. Setting macros, you can go look it up on YouTube. There's a million people tell you how to set macros and how to do the MIDI control mappings and all that stuff. Like, I don't need to teach you all that, but the idea, one of the most unique ideas that Alex had was he would use all of the 16 sounds into one song in Maschine. And I actually have patterns, so I can do multiple, where's this? So, like, this is my first, like this. It's a start, and then I go to the second pattern, which is a variation in Maschine, but because it's part of the song, this is actually my intro. Then move into the verse. Oh, I didn't actually do it. It wasn't in this project, sorry. It wasn't in this project. In the other project before because I hacked this one apart so I could show the DJ thing. You can see that, like, each song section, the way you would do it in song mode is in a pattern. So now, because I have the whole track or the whole song on one group, then I can run. I could put up to 64 variations of it in there, and I can build drops and make them different than the last drop and all that stuff. So you get a lot of possibility with it. And there's some limitations, obviously, to Maschine Plus. One of the things is, like, when you're trying to load projects and stuff, the CPU goes over, which is why I put all of my songs into one thing, and I don't load and unload like he does. That limits me to, anywhere from 8 to 20 songs before everything starts choking out. So, there's some limits here, but there's also a lot of possibilities, like being able to route everything. I have my MIDI stuff set out so that I can do global effects here on this tractor controller. I can do DJ stuff here. I can do pad mutes and everything here. And then I can do patterns and, the jam's over there. You don't see the jam, but I can do song and pattern, handle macros with the touch strips and all that stuff on the Maschine jam. And everything's just laid out. I don't got to go shift and go into crazy menus and stuff. So I just want to show that, and hope you guys have fun making music.